Wait, can you see the script? Oh.
Yeah, can see.
我的看不到 right?
3, 2.
Hello. Okay, so basically we're here today to tell you a story of how we met.
And hopefully it will be an interesting one.
Love is an important phase of life that can happen anytime. So for some people, it happens earlier, some of us maybe later when we're working. But for me and Christina specifically, it happened when we're in school.
We met when we were 17. After the first 3 months of Pioneer JC, where we are in the same class of 07S22.
Christina is a very consistent person, consistently late that is, and I would say that I'm a punctual person. So it was weird to me at first. I'll be 15 minutes early to the dates, and she'll be 5 minutes late, at best.
Actually, I'm not really late, I'm just being the last few to enter the school. But Daryl is just early, he's going school to mark and prepare for class. He's a mugger.
Damn straight. Of course, in the beginning, we were strangers. There was always somewhat coldness or seriousness towards each other that is awaiting to be warmed up. Developing a spark is a two-way traffic, and I was glad it didn't take too long to happen. As the days in school began to unfold, my first impression of her that she was a bubbly girl. Always cheerful and she has a great smile. What set her apart for me was that she perpetually had a laugh or smile on her face. Be it in class, studying or presenting, she kept smiling or laughing. I thought she was crazy at first, but my kind of crazy, I guess.
And for me, my first impression of Daryl is that he's very nerdy, always asking questions in classes. Then also he's also very sporty, playing frisbee after school with his old deck friends. And also he's very loud and talkative in class. Every time when he talks, the whole class is like, you cannot hear the teacher talk anything.
I deny those allegations put forth by the accuser, thanks. When we first met, communication is a huge issue. I was proficient in English and my Chinese was lackluster. Cui. For her, it was the complete opposite. I remember back then when we wanted to get food from the canteen, we would go like this. What should we eat for lunch? Western food.
不懂诶，要不要吃鸡饭
Ate it yesterday already leh. How about the cafe instead?
OK 咯。
It was only after spending more time that helped each other improve our language skills so we could communicate better. I think our classmates in JC thought that we were a weird couple due to this, and I think they're probably right.
Daryl is a humorous guy. He will always cheer me up whenever I'm feeling down.
Whenever I'm with her, she's always happy and is very infectious. It just felt so good to be with her.
And during school time, he will also motivate and encourage me.
Also for me, I'm a very serious person most of the time, and she was a very bubbly person, so we just felt that we complemented each other so well.
And also we will sometimes go to study together and do exercises.
So over time, it was just the right fit.
Ultimately, he is a caring person. Like whenever I did badly for exam or if I fall down during the PE lesson, he will show concern and care and instantly come up to me and check if I'm okay.
Personally, I never found Valentine's Day to be anything special, like it's just another date for me because I felt that it was a very commercialized holiday in a sense.
Yeah, and usually during Valentine's Day it's just like a normal day for us. So actually we don't really go out to eat anything fanciful, except for this one which was quite memorable. I remember one Valentine's Day where I went to the dining place and I had to queue because Daryl was late. And when he reached, he also didn't even bother to explain why he was late.
Okay, so basically, I was late for one time. One time only. Then she keeps bringing up over and over again.
Yeah lah. But actually, after when I reached home, my mom actually exposed the thing. 她跟我讲说，Daryl 他才有来嘞。Then actually I was quite surprised. How can Daryl be at my house when he's meeting me at the dining place? Then only to realize that actually he has some hint, like a treasure game hunt, inside my room. Then I find this card to find where the present is, and tada! He gave me this Kuma thumb drive. Oh yeah, and also he's a very OCD person. Whenever I leave my used tissue around, he will get so triggered.
Well, I guess everyone has its imperfections, right? But nonetheless, we did have a memorable time. Although Christina usually smiles a lot, but during that Valentine's dinner, something really felt different. That radiant smile which I saw back in the restaurant, it wasn't a smile that she would give to anyone in class or in school. It really felt that it was something special just for me, and to be honest, it gave me hope that I should really chase this girl. Actually, as the days passed, it was both interesting and scary at the same time. On one hand, I already had a pretty great friendship with her ongoing, but yet I wanted to progress to something more. To make things even more complicated, a classmate actually leaked to the whole class that I actually fancied Christina. Luckily for me, the rest of our classmates were pretty supportive of us and they helped us group together at every opportunity. It was during the J1 class chalet that I decided to, you know what, the time is now. We took a long stroll along the beach and we found a secluded spot to sit along the sea. I decided to pour my heart out and the rest is history. Christina, I think I told you before, my schooling years before JC was a very dark time for me. I wasn't really doing well in school, I couldn't really click well in my class, and CCA was manageable, I guess. But all in all, it was a pretty dark time and I just didn't really have a sense of what the future held for me. But I come to JC, everything changed. Finally had a school where I could learn from the teachers, my grades were finally looking up. I had a class that really supported me and I had a fun CCA to take my mind off studying. For once, I had a reason to better myself, and Christina, the reason is you. With that, I'd like to ask you a question. Will you be my girlfriend? So first of all, I think we'd like to thank a few people, and the main thing will be our JC classmates. I mean, there was so much support from everyone. Looking back, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, and actually we have to thank Andrew, right? He helped us a lot during our relationship. Like whenever we quarrel, he will give advice and listen to us.
Actually, during the early years of the relationship, I'm pretty thankful that Andrew was there as a mediator to end the cold wars that me and Christina had. Actually, I have a vivid memory from 10 years back. Back then, I think me and Christina were on the 3rd floor over the hall, and I was actually having a serious conversation with her. So basically, I was asking her, like, our relationship was pretty steady at that time, and just what was her views on marriage and maybe starting a family. I remember she looked at me very puzzled. Why was Daryl acting so mature? And she actually responded like, okay lor, 10 years later lor. And actually what Christina said to me back then really stuck with me throughout the years. As our 10th anniversary drew closer, I decided that will be the day I asked for a hand in marriage. So on that day, when I was on my knee, I asked Christina, do you know how long I've waited for this? Exactly 10 years. So Christina, I'd like to ask you this question. Will you be my wife? Marriage is a pretty big step up in terms of relationship, and it's a very big significant phase of our lives. Thinking back when it was just a simple crush to dating and finally now, I definitely feel a bit nervous.
I think marriage is exciting and yet nervous, as there are a lot more obstacles waiting for us.
And one thing interesting for me is that it'd be pretty weird having not seeing my family around me 24/7 and seeing Christina instead.
I admit that I don't do housework at home, but now this time there's only the two of us, so I think we have to share the housework unless Daryl agrees to do all. Throughout our 10 years of relationship, I think there are a few important points that kept us going strong.
I think first and foremost is appreciation. I think we never took each other for granted at any point in our lives, and I'm still thankful that Christina came into my life 10 years ago. Secondly, I think communication is paramount as well.
And most importantly, trust. And this is what gives us a sense of security in our life.
Looking back, maybe one way that we can improve is to continuously learn from each other. Although Christina and I started from the same place in JC, our life paths have pretty much diverted since then. Both of us are now in very different fields at work, and we have so many unique life experiences that both of us should share and learn from each other.
relationship for near to 10 years, we become quite comfortable with each other that
This was what she was like. Except you times 10, right? That was what she was like to you.
after being in a relationship
Don't stress.
I mean, you know.
Relationship. That's how much we mean. You went to your something never take. Actually, looking back, maybe something we can improve on as a couple. One thing to improve on as a couple is not to find a psychotic one.
Okay. Okay, stop smiling.
5-0 boy, 5-0. You can do it.
Yeah, don't worry. It's all good. Okay, ready? Okay, camera rolling. Okay, 3, 2.
Throughout our 10 years of relationship, there are a few points that
Christina, we need to go for dinner.